Hello, Huntington, and out beyond of the world, rest of my friends all across Texas. I wanted to come in and drop my second sales seminar. Put out some feelers and see if anybody would attend, and it's hard to get everybody there unless nobody wants to really attend, but hopefully people will get something out of the second seminar that we're having. First of all, shout out, I don't normally do this, but Marine Corps birthday coming up on November 10th. Hoorah! Birthday Marines, once Marine, always Marine. And let's continue on with our mission. Okay, with that being said, let's drive on. Let's go into the next topic here. Let's go over Seminar 1 real quick. Just some highlights or things I think that you probably took out of it, or should have anyway. 1, ABC, always be closing. What does that mean? If you guys can go back and watch the video, but always be closing. I should have stipulated in there as well that Huntington business, you have to do 2 things, and it sucks, but you got to do 2 things. 1, you're gonna have to sell Huntington, and then you're gonna have to sell your business. You've got to overcome the negativity that goes with the name Huntington, and you've got to produce, and you've got to actually let people know how you're different from the old reputation, and you've got to make sure they understand that you represent your business, and whatever happens in Huntington happens in Huntington. Okay. So always be closing. Kind of got off track. Always be closing. Everywhere you go, close deal. If you have clothes on your person or on your body, and you do not have a business card on you to flip out, you're wrong. Every conversation, every time that you have something, hell, you can even teach your kids to sell your company. If you want to know hints out, hit me back at WolfPack Strategy. I can actually put you up a script containing personally for your business, to give you something to go off of. As we learned earlier, I don't like to use scripts because I want to be able to answer the customers' objections with ease. I don't want to have to stick to the script and then think I get off script trying to spend the rest of the conversation trying to get back on. Okay, number 2, answer the phone. I know everybody in here is going to say, "I always answer the phone." I understand, and you know what? One of the things that we have in business is the phone, and sometimes it's a pain in the butt, I know. But answer your phone, and what I mean by that is answer your phone consistently. Let your customers know that there's a live voice in this business. Let somebody know that you're actually open. Let someone know that you're actually ready to sell, and give them information they need to know, because they're calling in for what reason? They're calling in for reason to ask something about your product. Messages. Return your messages. I don't care if you have to set aside a time of day, but you sit down, return your messages. And those are difficult because you get messages in return. However, the most important step is for you to leave your message and let them know that you thought about them and you called them back. One of the biggest mistakes that we make in small business is that when we get home in the evening after a full day of work, whether it's 10, 12, 14-hour days sometimes you guys put in, it's very difficult to return messages. However, set down that time and say, okay, between 5 and so, I'm going to return my messages, and let your family know, let everyone know that you're still working, and that you don't need to be interrupted and you don't need to be distracted. I'll give you some examples. Your kid wants to come in, and your child wants to come in and wants to have quality time right now. Dude, I'm still working, man. Your older teenagers, they're like, well, you never adopt. Well, you know what? Do you want your allowance at the end of the week, $20, while I'm sitting here earning it? You want to help? Get your family involved in the business. Give them something to do to where they know they're contributing. I don't care if it's filling salt shakers or whatever, but get your family in the business and let them know what your business and what their family represents. Okay, so those are the 3 things. Out of that, always be closing. I'm telling you, just remember that. And whatever you're doing, every conversation, you're looking for a way to sell your product. Every time you have a conversation, you should be looking for avenues or ways into the conversation to drop your business. I have a saying right now with the campaign that I'm doing right now. It says, Huntington, we're open for business. Don't prove me wrong. Okay? Answer the phone. People know you're live. People know you're kicking. Okay? Too often times we have businesses here in Huntington. They'll work on split hours. You need to get out and let people know what your hours of operation are. It's not saying they won't do business with you. It's just that they know that they've got to do business with you during these certain times. It's not negative for a small town business to only open on certain busy days. It's not a negative light. The reason why you can say is that you're not open every day. Yeah, because we work on quality. The days that we're not, we're still working, but we're working on the quality of our product and getting products in that you guys actually have asked for, or the customers have asked for. There's always a way to sell something and always get away with an objective. WolfPack strategy, I'll teach you how. I can sell ice cream and Eskimos. Okay, so where we're at now is our current status in Huntington right now. Right now, the most important message I want to get out today is that this is I call it the blues, small business owner blues. I should write a song about that. But the reason why is because now you're going into the holiday season. We all know that that's going to limit cash that customers can spend. Also going to limit their credit card purchases. They're actually going to tighten up, and they're not going to be so willing just to spend money frivolously because they've got a list of presents they got to buy. Hopefully, we've done our marketing and people know what's on our shelves, so that way they'll come to us. But if not, then we've got to protect ourselves. Cash flow is going to be the issue. Not enough cash on hand. Here's what I propose. One, get a Christmas sale. Lower your prices down to where you're not breaking even, making a little bit of profit, but just make sure you're getting those off your shelf and you got money in your pocket for the lean months, which is going to be November and December. So have a sale. Advertise the heck out of that sale. Let everybody know. Have one day. It's a clear day. Open up your sales. Have an open house and have signs and people. Get one of them wavy things going on the road if you're on Main Street. Let everybody know when they're passing by you've got a sale. It does one or two things. Like I said, it increases your cash flow. But number two is it moves your inventory off the shelf that is not selling throughout the year. How many of you guys have to go through this? I'll order 20 of those. You know what? I didn't sell one yet. Okay, well, sell them all. Sell them all. Half price. You know, buy one, get one free. Something, get them off yourself so you can actually replace that with something that actually moves and actually sells. Maybe you got one product that's selling off the shelves. Well, you know what? Now you got room to buy more of them. So, a sale is always a good option. Or, number two, is if that's not possible for you or you're not willing to do so, and you got to hunker down. You got to actually, you've got to advertise, but you've got to add something. You've got to advertise something specific. You got to advertise a certain sale you have on a certain item. You have to identify exactly what you want to move. Now, that means you're going to have limited results, unless if you went to a closing out sale per se. Well, it's not even a closing out sale. What you want to do is call it a fire sale. You're getting rid of everything. Now, it's something you guys have seen the movie or heard those tactics, but anyway, it's a fire sale. That means you're getting get rid of everything you can because you want to increase your cash flow and you want to increase your liquidity. Okay. Hit me at WolfPackStrategy.com. I can show you how. I can give you some ideas. Heck, we can talk about them, see what works for your business. Give me a call and we'll go over it. Number two, or I don't know, we're at 3. Okay. Right now, Highway 69 out here is actually right on the outskirts of Huntington. If you'll notice, going towards Zavala, there's a lot of construction work. A lot of construction workers out there on the street. If you sell something to eat, okay, send somebody from your place to go down there when they're working and pass out menus. Pass out menus to the supervisors, to the guys that are on the ground. Go out there and talk to them and say, hey, look, I run a place up here in town. Y'all come by and get something to eat. What time's y'all's lunchtime? I'll get ready for you. Give them a special offer if they show up more than 4 at one time. Cut them a deal. Buy 4, get 1 free. I don't know if that's feasible for you, but I'd be giving somebody in there free. You can actually play a game with a little lotto, and you can actually just number 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if these 4 people come in, say, okay, number 4, hey, you get a free meal today. Or 1 out of the 4 get a free meal today. You can also base that on, you know what, that guy comes in every day. I'm going to get him a deal today. Just to keep the other guys thinking, you know what, well, if I keep coming in here, I'll get a deal one day too. It's not the fact that they're going to save 20% every time they get a store. They just want to have that special feeling. At one time in their place in their life, they could say they got something, a deal on something, and they didn't have to ask for it. So the construction going through Huntington is going to cause traffic to back up between here and Zavala. We've already witnessed some of that. Plus we've got the winter weather coming in, so be mindful of that. The customers that are coming through Huntington are going to be delayed, and they want to get from point A to point B quickly. So you got to have something to remind them of Huntington and that you have a business here. Now, second thing is next thing. I keep saying second thing. I don't know. It's the second thing on my mind, but anyway. A lot of people I talk to business throughout the county, they tell me that if I ask them how they're advertising, oh, we advertise on Facebook. Okay, that's just your first step, because you have to start advertising your website. People just doesn't scroll through and find your business, because sometimes people don't particularly know exactly what they're looking for. You know, I know me and my wife, we feel like going to get something to eat. We both can't decide on something, and we're like, well, what about this place? What about this place? What about this place? So what we do is we sit here, we look up online the menu. What do you feel like? I don't know. I've been having a hankering for barbecue for 2 or 3 days, and we were in Jasper, one of my doctor's appointments, and I'm like, what do I want to eat? What do I want to eat? I went by, and well, we went and started looking on Facebook. She said, there's a barbecue place. I said, well, let's stop by that. Only reason why we didn't come into Huntington was the fact is I couldn't wait that long. I was hungry. But anyway, I let the manager know that, hey, Facebook is working. He gave us some ideas on how to get more customers based on his Facebook. I told him how we found it. And I told him to give me a call if he needed some ideas or want me to walk him through the Facebook status. I got a call the next day. We had a good conversation. We talked. He's going to implement some ideas. But he said, thank you, because what he said is very important, because he said, you know what, sometimes I sit here and I think and I overthink my business. It's a common mistake. I overthink what'll work, what won't, and I forget about the information that my customers are telling me of what they want and what they are looking for. So when you're in your store, you're in whatever, go around, walk across people. Hey, what do you think I can do to make this place better? What would you like to see? Okay. Well, fine. Remember who those people are whenever you change and make that change. Hey, I changed that item. I changed that aisle all up so you can find stuff now. Whatever it is you did. But you know what? Let people know that you did that. Make it a big deal. Brookshire Brothers right now, going back to Huntington, Brookshire Brothers in Huntington right now have a very, very good deal. They're actually doing something that I really support, and that is they've got donation bags for the needy. I saw them, and I know the preface because I overheard a conversation a couple of weeks ago that they were going to have them. There was nobody available for me to start really just sit down and ask questions. They were kind of busy, so I just kind of got the gist of it. But basically what it is you can go in and you can purchase pre-selected items in a bag, already stapled up and everything, and it's got donation on it, got a little writing on it, says donation. You can purchase this bag and you can take them down to whatever shelter, wherever you want to donate. This is a great time for this because it's a Christmas season, and these bags can go to help to donate people that are actually in need. and they're actually needing something to put food on the table so they can go buy Junior, the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. Well, now you can have something to feed him with after he gets finished working out with his G.I. Joe. But anyway, that's a very good idea. Excellent marketing. Right on time for Christmas, but it's all going to be ongoing. They're going to go ahead and keep doing this up. I think for a majority of the time, I think they were inspired by Harvey and some of the replies they got back. That Huntington really didn't participate in bringing things or getting their word out that they could. A lot of people say, well, we help, we send some money. Yeah, that's great. But sometimes support is a little bit more. I mean, I would have liked to have seen it. Some of the cities that I've been in, that I was going through while I was down there, was they were just, somebody would hook up a lowboy trailer, and they would take a day, and they would say, come donate all your stuff, put it on a lowboy trailer, and they'd go off to a place that was needy. Some people were actually still in hotels, and so anyway, that's just a example how you can actually use a good cause to generate business, to how to get people into your store. I mean, it's a multifaceted deal. I mean, you can walk in, get your donation package, make you feel good about yourself, and hey, I feel like a pie right now. I need something to drink. Let me go get some tea. You're in the store. Once they get in the store, they go into a whole new mindset. Hey, I'm here. I can buy something. Now, Market Watch, what we have on our on the agenda today is, or for this week, will be the Fed is going to raise rates. They're going to loosen up the market to a certain extent because right now the market is becoming stagnant. There's no really new influence of money coming in. There's no been any injections to the market as far as cash flow. So what is happening is a lot of businesses are becoming stagnant. Well, they got to make a profit. So they're going to raise rates a quarter. They're warranted to raise it a half, but I think that with this Fed, I believe that they're only going to go up a quarter at a time, because over the course of the year, the new year, I believe in another 6 months, we're probably going to be up another 0.5% by this time by 6 months. So they're going to either gradually put it in, or they're going to actually go ahead and raise them now. A lot of lenders decide to go ahead and just say, you know what, I'm going to do it in little increments, so they really don't notice. Some just say, go ahead and get it over with. So depends on what's their personal gain, what's their personal interest in, or where they're actually currently at on their books. Now, Huntington, Christmas season participate. Like I said earlier, I believe I posted this on Seminary number 1, but if there is a meeting, if there is a gathering, if there is something that is going on that could or could not affect your business, you need to be there to find out if it does. Or you need to be there to find out information that you can turn in to make your business profitable. Think about it. It could go on. We're going to have construction going on so-and-so on the roads. Okay, well, guess what? Okay, I'm going to go by and drop some menus off. I'm going to go by there, bring him a case of water and tell him, don't forget where you got that. Which y'all come see me for lunch. There's all kind of marketing techniques that you can go get people off the street to come in and get something to eat. So always be selling. Could change it to always be thinking of how you're going to sell, but ABC's easier for me to remember. So, through Huntington, like I said, it's going to be tight. However, we still, hunker down. We can still do things that we can actually increase our cash flow, and we actually can still operate, not on a shoestring budget, but we've got to cut back and a little bit. And then we're just going to hit it, we're going to hit it head on come January the 1st. During this time when you're off, one of the best things that you can do is you can go through your inventory. You can target and market it. You can target for 2007, 2018, who you actually get the most business from. If you can do that, and you can get within a ballpark figure, then what you can do is you can start making your marketing to target the individuals that you get the most business from to maintain that current business. The next step is targeting individuals that may not believe they're interested in your store. Make them see the difference. Make them see what other people are doing. Some people just go into a store. If there's a line out front of a store, some people just go get in line because they want to see what's going on, especially here in Huntington. You get a line of something, there's going to be a lot of people stopping by and looking. God forbid we get a line out here on one of our merchants, people be lining up, you know. Who knows the amount of gossip will go on between that line. Now you're going to say, well, I got a line outside my store. Sorry, you're too busy. Okay. I'm sorry you got too many customers that you can handle. I've never seen one of my clients come back to me and say, I got too much business. I've never seen it. I've never seen a client come back and say, I'm making too much money. I got to stop. I'm making too much money. It never happens. Going north, Lufkins are actually thinking about annexation. Lufkin is on the move because the fact is that they're hammering hard their EC, and they're actually doing their research on businesses that survive and shut down in Huntington. And trust me, with the way that the annexation look, there's a reason why that annexation is on there, is because the fact is they're trying to do what I'm trying to get over to Huntington, is that they're trying to take advantage of the Highway 69 project. They're trying to get their businesses. If you'll notice, their business have moved from downtown. The first step they started building was on the highway, going toward Houston. Now they've got an opportunity to expand down here on Highway 69. So basically they've got what we used to call, where I come from, the Golden Triangle. I mean, they're getting hit from all three areas. Traffic are coming through all their three areas. I don't want to hear you guys say, well, we can't compete with Lufkin. Bullshit. You can compete with Huntington. I mean, you compete with Lufkin because the fact is you make your business specific to Huntington. You make it something that these guys do not have. What is that? Customer service. Customer service. Make these people feel like when they walk through the door, they're walking into their own kitchen or their own living room. Make them feel at home. Why is that important? Because when they get into the Lufkin area, and everybody knows that in Lufkin, everybody's going everywhere with the highway, with the roads, with the construction and everything, and they get in a hurry and they just start stopping at places just because they're so hungry. They never get down to actually sit down and have an enjoyable meal. They never get to sit down and enjoy it, or they never get to go shop because of the crowds. They never really get to have that hometown experience when they're actually doing their shopping and actually enjoy their shopping. How many people that you say, oh God, I hate to go to that store, it's so crowded. A lot of people I know say, well, I don't go to Walmart until after 12. You know, I don't go in there after 12. All the freaks come out at 12 o'clock though, guys. Be careful for that. But don't be surprised whenever Lufkin starts trying to annex and start coming down this road, Highway 69. They've got a lot of empty buildings between here. Well, not a lot, but they've got a few empty buildings between here and the loop. And don't you think they're going to be empty for long? Because they can still call themselves Lufkin. Their name is going to sell because they're kind of a hub. So, that's a challenge. It's an issue. We got to hit it head on. That's why I'm a big proponent of the Homeowners Association, the Chamber of Commerce, to sit down and let's have a strategy that all of our merchants can have to get together and outsell Lufkin. Outsell them, maybe not in numbers, but in the numbers of people that come by and enjoy themselves in our store. Because if somebody comes in your place of establishment and they go around and they walk out happy, I guarantee you they're going to tell their friends. What happens when that happens? Well, guess what? Then you get the ball rolling and say, hey, it's in Huntington. I don't want to go through there, a speed trap, blah, whatever. We all know what everybody says. Call your darn kin folks and ask them to come over to Huntington for Christmas. I ain't coming to do that, man. I got a ticket last time. But start the ball rolling. So, well, we're not like that anymore. We're different now. We're open for business now. We just got an injection of business sense, whatever you want to call it. But be open for business. And always be thinking how you can increase your business. WolfPackStrategies.com. Hit me up. I can help you form your marketing analysis for the upcoming new year. I can actually help you get through this year without suffering too much pain or too much loss. I'm not saying we're just going to break even. I'm just saying that there's a way that we can actually make some money in these 2 months, but you got to do it. You got to do it really quick because this holiday season, even though the sales may go down, that don't mean your bills quit. You still got to pay them, and you still got to find some way that you can actually get your people paid, get you paid, get mama happy, and then get your kids, that G.I. Joe with a Kung Fu grip. Make them happy, but also still support your business. So now is the time for reflection on your business. What worked, what didn't work, how we're going to implement it, and let's go to work come January the 1st. And when you come out of the gate on January the 1st, that one day when you come out to work, guess what? It's on that day. Everything you do after that day is just going to be money in your pocket because you're ready for it, you're prepared for it, and here we go. Real estate market, real quick. Real estate market in Huntington is hit a flat level. We don't really go up and down in value because we don't really see a big real estate change in Huntington. We're not subject to market as much as the rest of the country. However, the fact is our median prices for income is slowly, median homes is going down gradually. It's not hitting us square in the face, but it's hitting it gradually. And the reason why is because it's like a car. You drive that car off the lot, guess what? It appreciates about half, is what they say. Same thing with your house. Every year that you have your house on there, guess what? You depreciate down 2%. Now, the problem with that is even though you know that your house went down 2%, the property value is still up here. That's how you're going to pay your taxes. Because, see, everybody, right, if you don't know, your property taxes are determined on how much the entire property is worth. That's where they come up with that figure. So property values are going down, then it appears your taxes are going up because you're paying more in taxes, even though the city didn't raise your taxes. But you'll be paying more in taxes because, or a little bit more in taxes because the fact is your house is depreciating. It ain't much money. How that's affecting you is the fact is that the whole town of Huntington is depreciating in value as well. So not your next door neighbor, okay? If he's causing the property values to go down, guess what? Yours is going to go down too. It gives the mere appearance that your taxes are going up. There's a lot of ways around that. However, we just got hit with both of them. Number one is the city council said instead of raising your taxes to generate income, what we're going to do is we're going to raise your fees on sewer and water. Bad move, because why? Because the fact is that they haven't addressed the water situation, and I guarantee you that's going to come up from the business. If I could find it out, a dummy like me, I'm telling you, these corporate advisors and these people that are getting ready to move in here, trust me, they are already on those numbers. Do not think for 1 second that these are people that are actually getting ready to open business on this annexation has not done its research on Huntington. Not just projected of what they can do just in the area, but they're creating future business. And if you're saying that you're going to have to tear up the roads within 1, 2, 3 years or 4 to correct water problems, they're going to be asking, how's that going to affect my business? So that's what we face. But that's the city's fault in the EDC. That's not your problem. Because the fact is, all you're worried about is, and you should be, is that, how can I make my business profitable? Every person who has a business license should be at that city council meeting every month. You say nothing gets accomplished, they don't do nothing, okay, great, but you can utilize that information for future plans. So you're ahead of the 8 ball here. and you know what's coming before it hits, and you can prepare before you get blindsided. EDC meetings, you ought to be on the EDC and saying, hey, you know what, all that money you're spending on roads, we need a little cut too. That's what you're here for. You help out not specifically for my advertising, help out the advertising for Huntington. Advertise Huntington. So, that's just another step in the future that we can actually accomplish that's actually going to make your business stronger. Okay? Please go out and support your local business. Guys, if there's anything that you need as far as ideas or whatever, if I don't have the answer, I can find it out from reputable people that I've been in business with. I talked to a buddy of mine who constantly works in the real estate division of the Bank of America, and he gives me heads up on trends, what we need to look for in the market. Last thing, and I'll conclude here. We just passed a resolution to lower fees on home equity loans. Everybody knows my stance on home equity loans. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying be careful. These were the type of products that started bringing the market down back before the crash in 2008. This was one of the first products that they actually started offering. Once these banks get these loans back from the day, or the ideas back from the day that they can make more money, they're going to start implementing those products. Because they think that happened once, it's never going to happen again. And plus they think that, you know what, we've learned to think we're going to do it again. Well, one thing about it is that a lot of people don't really understand, don't get. Some people just do pretty much anything for damn money. And these people will give you a crappy loan in a heartbeat if they can make a commission. Run it by somebody. Run it by me. Run a loan by me. I have no problem with that. I'll talk to the lender myself. I'll get you the real deal. I'll get you exactly what's going on with that loan. WolfPack Strategy. You guys hit me up. If you have any questions about the market, or if you have any questions about doing a loan, or if you have questions about anything that you're actually involved in, that's just question you having to do with finance, or real estate, or marketing, and or a strategy, give me a call. Like I said, 2 months free. If you give me a call, it don't cost you nothing. It's all free. And like I said, what I will do for you at that time is not only will I just give you my opinion, I will go through and I will do the research based on a market analysis for Huntington and also for Angelina County. I'll also look in the other counties just to see if I can notice a trend there of what's coming here. Give me a try. Can't hurt nothing. 2 to 3 months for free. After 2 months, man, I'll come to you. So how much was it worth to you? That's all you got to pay me. If you don't think it's worth a damn, don't pay me nothing. If it's really bad, kick me out of the store. But I'm not going to spend my money. I'm not going to ask any money from you until you start making money. And I mean making money to where that you're actually profitable and you're being able to pay your bills. No contracts, no nothing. All it is just between two individuals talking about market strategy and increasing your business. Simple. Simple as that. Good day. God bless. It's a nasty day outside. So I ain't going out there because it's rainy and it's wet and it's getting cold. That burning's cold. You know, I just got my boat back and now it's too damn cold to go fishing. So I guess y'all stuck with me for a while. Anyway, hit me up. Leave me a message. I'm also can be reached at Huntington, Texas Facts and Proof. I run that page as well. Come on over there. Some good ideas from the state perspective and on politics. Come on over there. You're more than welcome. You're always more than welcome to give me your comments, beliefs, whatever you feel necessary to get me to listen, because listening is one of those things that you have to work on every day. Good luck. God bless. Keep the powder dry. Keep good food and water on them dogs, and you're going to be all right.